Hey guys, Shannon here. So I know you haven't seen me in a really long time, like 2 months. But everything's just kind of been going through a lot of changes recently. Most noticeable, my hair. You guys haven't really seen this, but my hair is kind of all gone. Let me turn around and just... Can I see? Avery, you're behind the camera. Can I see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of cut off 16 inches of my hair and sent it off to be made into a wig for somebody with cancer. So yeah, like I said, everything's kind of been hard lately. So I guess I kind of want to talk about that, and I want to talk about how my perspective on life has really changed over the past couple months. So most obviously, the thing that changed was my shows ended. So you probably don't know this, but I was in 4 plays this year. Well, I wasn't in 4 plays, I was involved in the 4 plays my school was doing. I was crew on one of them, director in one, and then acting in 2 others, 2 of which are the same. I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I loved those shows so much, and when we finished our last show on the Saturday, we did so incredible, and it was so great, but then I woke up the next morning and I had nothing to look forward to. I had no more rehearsals and no more performances for my shows that I was acting in, and that's really a bummer for me. I kind of fell into what I call a post-show depression, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of there. It really sucks to not have a show to be involved in. And so that wasn't really fun. The other thing I'm going to talk about is I just recently had a bad experience with a relationship and a friendship, with the same person, and I love that person a lot, and the fact that I messed up really badly, and now that person doesn't want to be part of my life anymore and is probably never going to be a part of my life anymore, it's kind of really bringing me down. And so it's kind of really hard losing her. So yeah, I don't know if I really want to talk about what happened between me and that girl. Let's just say there was a lot of really positive experiences and a lot of really positive things that came out of that. I have so many great memories with her and so many things that make me really happy when I remember them. Like, when we went to Boston Pizza for our cast party, and for dinner, me and her just split a giant cookie with ice cream, and that's what we had for dinner. And when we cuddled when we were watching Lord of the Rings, and things like that, I have happy memories. And I'm so grateful that I had the chance to meet her, and I'm so grateful I got the chance to be one of her closest friends, and I'm so grateful I got the chance to try and have a relationship with her. Unfortunately, not all relationships end well, and ours really didn't. I'm not going to talk about that because, one, it's a private thing. It's between me and her, and it's not for the internet to know. And another thing, it's just really, it's painful to think about, the bad memories and the issues and the reason everything ended. Sorry if I'm looking all over the place. I have issues staring at one place on the camera. So I guess I want to talk about getting out of that experience. So coming out of being in that relationship, I realized there was 2 ways I could take it. The way that I took it for the first little while was, this is the worst thing to ever happen to me. I am so horribly sad, and I'm making all of my friends who are trying to support me so horribly sad because I'm so sad. And now she's sad, and I'm sad, and all of our friends are sad, and it's really sad. And that was the way it was for a while, and it got pretty bad. I'm, again, not going to go into those details. I will go into details about me and why I took it so hard later, but just not in this video. This is going to turn out to be a positive video, I promise. So it got pretty bad for a while, but then one day I was kind of just sitting there thinking to myself, and I thought, why am I taking this so negatively? Why am I thinking of the bad things instead of the good? Why am I focusing on the negative memories instead of the positive ones? Why am I focusing on the bad here? Why am I thinking so much about what happened at the end when I should be thinking about everything that happened in the middle? I should be thinking about, you know, when I met her and all of the things, all of the conversations we had and all of the memories and all of the gifts shared between us, and I should be thinking about the happy things. And so I guess that's kind of what I'm going to talk about here, is your perspective. And I know you've probably seen a billion videos like this, oh, just change your perspective and everything's going to be just fine. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that you got to change your perspective and you have to make it as positive as possible, because otherwise you're going to be stuck there and it's going to be extremely painful. You have to make it as positive as you can, because otherwise you're going to be sitting at home crying when you could be out making memories with the people you do have left. And I guess that's what I realized. And within realizing that, me and my friends wrote a pilot for a YouTube series. We are entering a film festival together. I'm entering a film fest by myself with a video that I'm creating like solely by myself, and I can't, words can't describe how happy it's making me, because I'm creating something out of my own mind that's positive with my best friends, and I can't think of a better way to be spending my time, you know? And it's hard because I don't want to feel guilty for being happy when I feel like I should be sad, because I should be sad over losing her. And that's something I'm really struggling with. How can I, you know, not feel guilty? And it's kind of hard because I do feel really, really guilty, and that's, you know, that's not good. I'm really gonna jump around a lot here. When I'm trying to make all my friends feel better, and if they're having a really, really shit day, the thing that I do is I make a lot of metaphors, and I make a lot of analogies, and I quote a lot of things, and it's kind of really, really weird. But the one quote that I've kind of come up with in myself that I'm saying a lot now, because I think of it, it's life is a roller coaster. It has ups, it has downs. It's probably gonna throw you through a loop, or 12. But the thing you have to know is you can't be too scared to ride, because if you're too scared to ride, you're gonna miss the experience. Yeah, it's really, really shitty and it's really, really scary, but I promise it's gonna be worth the ride in the end. When you get to the end of the ride, you're gonna look back and think, wow, I'm glad I did that, instead of getting off because you were too scared. And this is getting really, really deep, and I didn't mean for it to get this deep. So, yeah, okay, hey guys, so I was just editing, and I was like, oh, I don't have an ending for this video, so here it is. Yeah, so that video got kind of really, really deep and emotional, and sorry if you really didn't want to sit through that, but if you did, thank you, and I hope you took something from it. So yeah, I guess if I could say anything after that video, and, you know, sitting here today and continuing to think about her and my life right now, and everything's kind of really scary, I guess the only thing I can say is, I know it's cheesy and I know it's cliched. It is gonna be okay. And I know it's so hard to believe that because it doesn't seem true. Because, you know, everything's pretty shitty and everything sucks and like that, but it is gonna be okay. It is. You're gonna be okay. You are gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Everybody and everything is gonna be okay. I promise. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.